Morris Media Studios, morrismedialive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you vomit, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is. Da, 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 da. What's up, party people?
Party people.
Yeah.
Shit about to get funny.
We cold about to get funny.
Yeah. Or the reverb back.
Just hit me. What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining Mike Robertson Blvd.
I think I'm tangled in your thing.
On a nice little September night, man, we got a good show for you guys today. We are doing a full run back. I got my guys in the house, and every time we come together, there's a lot of shit talking and a lot of
Shit talking.
More shit talk.
And more talk than walk. More walk than talk.
Yeah, that's
baby.
important. Walk it like we talking.
Yeah, more walk than talk. Man, that first voice you heard over there on the far left, Mr. Mellroz Uncut.
It is I. I am now the only good barber in L.A.
Yeah, his new
The
name.
only good barber in LA.
Yeah, the only
I
one.
Hey, that's a good one because there's a lot of crooked hairline barbers out there.
It
They
is.
Oh, man.
they be cutting rhombus hairlines in them motherfuckers.
They do not look at your hairline like it's a hairline. Like, homie,
like
let
an
me
art
slope
project.
you right quick.
This can be abstract.
Also next to me, I got my main man, Mr. Dwann Encyclopedia Brown from Dwann B and from Hotepish and from, you got some more shows, huh? You got
I'm done fucked on the shows. Like I do Craig Facts every Tuesday. We do that every Tuesday and Thursday.
Craig
Okay.
Facts?
Yeah,
okay.
that shit fun to the motherfucker.
All right, what else?
That's
You was just on Corey last week?
5150. Yeah, done that a few times.
Man.
That shit fun to the motherfucker.
This guy over
he's
here.
just roasting.
He over here shining, man.
Nah, just having
Shining
fun.
like
Just
the
having fun.
brightest light.
As he should.
What's up, man? Welcome, dude. Welcome,
Thank you,
man.
brother. I'm glad to be back up in
Yes,
this
sir,
motherfucker during
man.
these
Yes,
corona
sir.
times.
The Corona times?
You're doing these corona times. I ain't about giving a fuck about no goddamn corona no more, but yeah.
Really? Are you done like washing your hands a million times? And
A lot of
I've
niggas
always
wash
washed
their
my hands a million
oh,
times.
you always did that.
Like I had this condition right when I was on. I had scaly hands for a couple of years.
Oh, like lizard type shit?
Yeah, I had that shit going on, man. My shit breaking out, looking like Edward James almost face on my hands. And then I went to the dermatologist, and she was basically like, "Look, you washing your hands too much, and you ain't drying them all the way when you wash, but you wash it too goddamn much." And I had to like stop taking hand sanitizer and shit because my hands is always too dry.
Damn, really?
That's how much I wash my goddamn hands.
Oh, okay. So you just that type of guy, huh?
I gotta wash them, man.
Well, man, you got to do forearm shakes.
Yeah, all that shit.
Use your arm to open the door going in somewhere and shit.
Yeah, I tried to shake his hand just
Use
now.
your
Nigga
elbow.
pound. You ever go for a shake and the nigga pound?
Ooh.
Like, oh, okay, my nigga, we still
You
on
feel
that.
like I'm a
Gotcha,
nasty
Gotcha.
I'm just so used to doing that because ain't nobody handshaking no more. I'm so
Nobody-
used to putting the fist out now.
Yeah, nobody handshaking.
I'm just conditioned now.
I'm handshaking.
Mellroz, you handshaking
Yeah.
everybody?
Are you handshaking then? Come
Not
on.
everybody.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, not
There
everybody.
we go. Yes, sir.
Oh, look at that,
I
man.
do that for people who are comfortable
That's
doing it.
impressive.
A lot of people ain't comfortable doing that these days.
You really do gotta like,
Yeah.
you hug?
Yeah. You handshaking?
Yeah.
You moving and shaking,
Yeah.
baby? Oh, man. Well, we got an exciting show for you guys tonight.
Cool.
Going to talk about some trending items. I got a caller calling in, Mr. Elijah Howard, going to be joining us for a couple topics.
Good dude.
And we're going to be digging into some things. Today, our main discussion is going to be around staying on code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are we staying on code?
Mm-hmm.
All
What
right?
code?
The code of the people.
Oh. I think I saw something about that recently.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
All right. How you doing, POTUS? All
Pow,
right.
pow, raise the roof.
Raise the
Hey, ain't no faking in that.
Ain't no faking in the front.
Party over here.
All right, man. We're going to start off with something a little humor, man. You know, I got this video to show you guys, man, because our people are so creative, man. We don't get enough credit for being as creative as we are, man.
I believe that.
We can make something out of nothing.
Yes, we will.
Yes?
We've mastered that.
Let's take a look at this guy right here, man. He's special. Oh, wait, before we get to it, she's pulling it up. This guy right here, man, made something out of nothing, and this is something you can use in your everyday life, Mellroz and Dwann.
Well, I got one thing to say before y'all see it. Like and share these goddamn video.
Would
All
you?
right? That's what I'm doing. Like and share.
Would you please?
And share. Both
That's
of
how
them.
you really support your folks.
Yes.
You press the like button and you press the share button. 2 simple things, and it goes a long way.
Goes a long way.
Yeah.
The strong way. All right. Let's check these guy out, man.
Dog, strong, senses.
They had a hot dog.
That's a hot dog.
I don't work for
This nigga's tripping. That nigga's tripping.
That fool made a pipe out of a hot dog, man. Like, yeah.
that look like muck mouth activities right there. Somebody
nigga's tripping.
with teeth like that will. That's just too much work for a hot dog and a bone. Man, if you don't sit your ass down, nigga, and brush your teeth.
Who wants to suck on a wiener while they smoke weed?
That's my thing.
That is equivalent to the most terrible breath you are ever going to find in a weed smoker.
Oh, yeah.
You
What?
got
Hot
hot
dog
dog
and
weed.
weed?
breath?
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Sucks, man. Like, does it get any worse than that?
It doesn't. Unless you only thing worse is following out some shit.
Yeah, that would be worse.
That's the only thing that
would be worse. Did you notice there was people around and everything, man? He had
Watching.
no shame.
But I tell you this, it was a lot of people around, but wasn't nobody asking to hit that. I wanna hit you. That's one way you can guarantee you gonna smoke all your weed by yourself.
for
Ain't
sure.
nobody gonna be like, nah, let me
You
get
pull out a raw hot dog, too. A raw hot dog pipe.
And then you're kind of cooking the motherfucker the whole time you're smoking. It looks
true.
like, 'cause you're like,
True,
Like,
man.
man.
Hey, you got a point there. You're
Yeah.
smoking enough.
Hey, you come through
From
with
the
a bun
inside
right
out?
after?
Right.
Like, okay, nigga might be on to something.
Let's just tell the truth. Two dudes sharing a hot dog is like 2 dudes sharing a dick.
That's what exactly what it remind me of. Like, nigga.
Yes.
That is dick sucking activity for sure.
Right.
Yes.
Like, you have the need to put a dick in your mouth. That's not no regular.
Calling it a hot
that's
dog.
not no regular device.
Oh,
nigga.
man.
Yeah.
That's some freaky shit.
Yeah. He's like calling for help, huh?
Hey, nigga,
That's like a flyer
You're
and shit.
advertising I
Hey.
suck dick. I will suck the
Damn.
weed out of your dick.
Man.
That's not
I didn't
cool.
even take it there, man. All right, party people. That's our joke for the day.
That was funny. That's some funny shit.
That was funny, but really weirdo shit. All right, man. Today, party people, is National Voter Registration Day.
Whoa.
Did you go out up and down the streets, Mellroz, signing people up?
I did not.
Not participating in voter registration. Dwann, you signing up, folks?
Man, the government can sign them up if they want them to vote. Ain't my fucking problem.
Ain't your job?
Ain't my goddamn job. Shit. If you feel like voting, take your ass down there and sign up. Matter of fact, you should have a license anyway if you're old enough. God damn it, you should have registered then when you got your driver's license or your California ID.
You should be registered, huh?
Yeah, if you didn't do it then, man, what's your problem? Like, or some people don't want to vote. And if you don't want to vote, I'm cool with you too. Do what the fuck you want to do.
That's right. That's what we say on Mike Robertson
Do
Boulevard.
what the fuck you want to do.
Vote or not. God damn it. But shut the
To
hell up
vote
either way.
or not to vote. We had
I'm
a
a
big
vote.
argument about that in the barbershop today.
Oh yeah.
About what? Voting?
Voting. Yeah.
Mellroz, can you adjust that? I can't hear you so well. There you go.
How about that?
Yeah.
We had a big argument today in the barbershop about voting. And I tend not to bring my political ideas into the barbershop because it always ruffles a few feathers.
Right. People don't want to come back no more and stuff.
They want to come back just to argue about the same shit we was arguing about last week. It's the only reason they come back.
Okay.
So it was a really big, it got somewhat
What were the
heated
two
too.
sides? What were the two sides? One
To vote or not to vote.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me, what's up with the not voting? They're saying is that it's not worth your time. Basically,
I think at some point we're trying to be included in something that we're never going to be a part of, and we're just spinning our wheels, electing the motherfuckers who are going to ultimately work in our demise. So it's like I think that we should take on a more collective idea where we all work together in our community and in our states or whatever it is to build or do what we need to be done. But as far as like thinking that something's going to change for the motherfuckers who've been doing the same shit for the last 400 years has to be considered somewhat insane. They keep making apologies for the same shit they was doing 4 years ago, 40 years ago, 90 years ago.
And they hit you with it's getting better.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but they've been saying that shit since going back. They say, okay, yeah, it's getting better because you ain't getting lynched no more.
Right.
But back when they was getting lynched, they said it's better because you ain't enslaved no more. And back when you was enslaved, they said it's getting better because you wasn't in Africa and Africa didn't have shit anyway.
Yeah.
That's the game and kind that they play. And when I come like, look, I'm a vote. I'm here in California. I'm voting for Prop 22. Okay. Prop 22 is for people who drive Uber and Lyft to keep their freedom to drive Uber and Lyft as a casual thing versus the schedule. Because as California goes, so goes the rest of the nation.
Oh, they want to throw you on the schedule?
California trying to put you on the schedule, trying to make you an employee so you can get taxed and you don't make your money away. Because like right now, as an independent contractor, you write all that shit off and they don't get no money.
That kills the whole game.
And if it changes here in California, it's going to change in the rest of the country.
Right.
So I need my Californian voters to vote, say yes on Prop 22. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to the presidential election, fuck both of those motherfuckers. All right? I don't give a shit.
With a hot dog weed pipe.
With a hot dog weed pipe. See,
fuck this with a hot dog weed pipe.
I feel that way in every election except this current one. Man, I cannot look at Trump like he's the same as all the rest of these people, man. It's not the same, man. It's not the same.
I agree.
It's total destruction of everything. Now, if that's what you're after, then, hey, power to the people, man. But, like, we got to get somebody that's just it at least knows all of the ABCs, man. Mm-hmm. For real, man. That's what I'm saying. Now, look, when Trump, right before he won last time, I was having this debate with this white dude, right? An older guy. He was about, like, 60 years old. Accomplished guy, very smart and everything. He says, I want Trump. I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Trump. I just didn't get it, right? So I'm like, man, dude, you see what's happening. You see what he's saying, what he's doing, what his track record is, everything. You know this, man. Why would you vote for him? He says, you know what he said? He said, because I just want to see Trump go into Washington and fuck everything up. That's what he said. I'm like, damn, that's a privileged way to look at it, because when it get fucked up, it's going to be way more fucked up for us. We can't afford for it to be fucked up. Or can we? I don't know. He looked at it like that, like it was fun. Like he couldn't wait. Like it was a game. And I guess it is a game, but
it is a game.
It is a game.
That they're playing on us, and we think that the shit is real.
That's playing.
The sad part.
You think you're playing, huh?
Yeah, like, we think you're not playing, when y'all playing a fucking game on us. It's like when that movie, when they told Ice-T, they brought the nigga to the house and all that shit. Like, hey, it's all good. Woke the nigga up like, run, nigga.
Right. What was that
Run.
called? I remember that in the woods. They took Ice-T in the woods, and they was.
That's how they do it.
They were hunting him.
Yeah. Like, okay, y'all come out and vote, nigga. Right after y'all vote, run, nigga.
He thought he was there for hunting, and he was there to get hunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
And that's how it's similar to how it is when you vote. You think you're there to show up and vote for a party that's a lesser two evils, and you realize that motherfucker it got you in a sideline once they get in power. I think it's when I look, Trump is fucking shit up. We cannot deny that is true.
cannot.
People want to say he doing but he is doing some good things too. There are very good things that
There's
Trump
a
is
couple.
doing that people don't like to talk about. And
Inadvertently.
it's like then like I like to talk politics and policy. I don't buy their personalities. I buy what you legislate. And so when you talk about some of the things Trump is doing, just took the price of insulin down, stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's good. You know what I mean? But that's one of those things where if your party's in office, the party you like, you gonna talk big good shit about it. Mm-hmm. If the other party do it that you don't like, you gonna minimize and shit on it. When at the end of the day, they all on the same party, on the same team. They ain't fucking with us. So I'll be like, look, let's get what little trinkets we can get and be cool with it. And at the end of the day, be like, fuck both of them.
Yeah. I love how you sum that up right there. All right, man. Look, next item. The NBA Finals are approaching, fastly approaching. My question is, do you guys respect this season as a season? No. So the person who wins, you don't give them props for winning the title?
And I'm a huge Lakers fan, but nope.
No,
Because like when you win a championship, that's after 82 long-ass games, flying all across the goddamn country, dealing with hookers in different cities these motherfuckers got to deal with. You know what I mean? They going around commercials, press, and it's like a 9-month-long arduous task to get to the end.
Yeah.
These niggas just had a 4-month vacation.
They had a break, huh?
And now it's like high school. They just get to sit inside some got a little ass bubble and, play basketball every day. I don't respect it.
Mellroz, what about you?
I no longer watch grown men play anything.
Yeah, I know that. So in theory,
I mean, I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, okay.
When I see that shit, I turn.
Well, you know what's a trip about it though, Dwann? We talked about this last week. Is that generally, really supporting what you're saying. Generally, someone has home field advantage. In a game 7, it's at their home. The other person got to fly there, stay in the hotels, eat those crazy meals, not get sleep and all, and step up at the opposing player's home. Well, in the bubble, every game there is no home games for anyone. It's like AAU ball, pickup.
Yeah.
Come out and play hard.
My only question with this bubble was they said nobody can come in and out. So I'm trying to figure out, were these men sitting between other men's legs getting their hair braided and cornrows?
They definitely were.
Man.
Like in prison, was it like Kawhi Leonard sitting on the floor in between Paul George's legs as he was doing his cornrows?
He definitely was. One
Damn.
nigga parted his shit, another nigga washed it.
Somebody greased it. Go over to the greasing station.
He got you. No, sit down on the floor.
I used to be really big on sports. I'm not as big as I used to be at all. I don't care as much as I used to care. But I still love the chess match of basketball because I coached it for so long. Yeah. And I used to teach life lessons to the kids through the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the game is to be admired.
The game is to be admired, but what they do these days is they want to pit one against the other, say this one is good, that one is bad, this one's... I don't give a fuck these niggas and their personalities. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Play ball, run the offense. I can get entertained for an hour and a half or whatever and then go back about my life. These niggas want to follow these athletes throughout their whole life and know their kids' names. And I don't give a fuck about, look, Lakers, I love the Lakers, but look, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all kids' names. I don't give a fuck about your uncles.
Or your tattoos, nigga.
Yeah, I don't care how many houses you buy for the poor.
Suits.
I don't care how many homeless kids you feed. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga.
Yeah.
Make the winning shot, and let me get back to my life.
Yeah. All right, man, we got a caller that's coming to join us as well. One of the good comedian brethrens out there. We got Mr. Elijah Howard on the phone. What's up, bro?
What's going on with y'all, man? How's you doing?
Everything is good, dog. Thanks for calling in, man.
What up, brother?
Where you at right now?
I'm traveling, man. I'm in Colorado.
Colorado.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Right, man. Are you mile high with it?
Yeah, man. Just trying to stay away from these police, man. I spent a few months here, and I was always under the impression Colorado had more of the liberal, and I'm not really down with that either, the liberal stance, but like, man, I went into a couple of them little bars to grab a quick beer.
Oh, that's a bad move.
Hell no.
That doesn't sound wise.
Yeah, they lifted you up in the air, huh?
Hey, the music gets soft.
They didn't move a mile high in the sky to see your black ass.
Yeah, they tried to get away from you, dog.
Wait a
You had
minute.
No business there.
Who is this guy?
Man. Yeah.
Mouse in the house.
Right. No doubt.
Oh, man. Okay, cool, man. So, look, We're talking about this subject right now, which is the NBA Finals and everything. Do you respect it, the winner of this year, as having a true title?
It's all a form of entertainment. However, I got to commend those guys for playing so hard down there and entertaining us because, they have families as well, and a lot of their family members are black because they're black. So, and I really want to, I'm not down with the Black Lives Matter slogan, but, I really appreciate, for what it's worth, the white coaches and the white players wearing that on their chest and in their back because they don't have a choice. Because now they got to wear it's they got to see what it's like to be in our shoes, because when you wear something like that, whether you believe it or not, you still a target because you had it on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just my take on it.
Oh, okay.
What is that about? I've glanced at a few games and saw that all over the damn place. I was trying to. I have. I work in the barbershop, so at some point, sometime the game got to come on.
Yeah.
But I always wonder, how did that happen? What are they trying to do? What is this about?
They're trying to say that we're down with the people, man. I think they're trying to they want brothers not to run off the court, man. And
they want us not. They want us to tune in.
Yeah.
When they put shit like that on the
more than to tune in, they want the brothers on the teams to play. That's what it is. They want y'all to play, man. Because, hey, man, look, we hear your struggle, man. We're on your side, man.
We're with you.
That's all about.
That's the liberal approach. The liberal approach, make them feel like they understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead and bring them on. Come on inside, little Donovan. Little Nick. Come on inside and come inside the house and get some warm. Get your feet. Get some soup.
Yeah.
Now get back to work.
Yeah.
It's still get back to work. It's still you ain't shit. It's just that we gonna treat you a little nicer.
We were talking and we think that instead of your name.
Choose one of these 7 slogans.
Hey, but you know what? Yeah. I do give props to the homegirl, the tennis player. Who won,
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, man, because she technically speaking isn't from this country, right? Doesn't really have the truest skin in the game, but she wore a different name of a different, not Black Lives Matter, but literally like George Floyd on her shit. Whoever else, their name, each round where she won and moved to the next round, she had a different person's name on her joint, man. I thought that shit was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I gave her props.
The thing about it is, the thing about that's so dope about everything, now nobody can hide. It's just like Brother Brown, man. He be preaching to us, not necessarily preaching to us on social media. He's just trying to get you to think and understand. And now we know where the whole ass people at, and now we know where the people who actually start thinking about winning. You know what I mean? Because that's what you want to do. You want people to think. Because there's only 2 ways about thinking. Either you're gonna go right or you're gonna go left. Ain't no gray area with the shit that's going on with the race and all the stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. You get what I'm saying? So he makes me think, and I hope I make him think. And it's like you, Mike,
Definitely
and you, Mellroz, look, you don't have to like me because I don't give a fuck about that. Mm-hmm. The thing about it is when I come into the room, when I went into those bars, I wasn't worried about them white boys. They should be worried about me because at the end of the day, man, I've been in worse situations, and it wasn't because I came to start something. I was just coming to drink a beer. I didn't know they ugly asses was in there. I was just trying to chill. You know what I mean? I like to chill out, man, and get back to the crib. That's my goal.
Oh,
you know
man, that's what it's all about. Shit.
Yeah.
You dig?
All right. Well,
Unless you're the white man.
Then everywhere's your crib.
It's a problem.
You're always at home.
I'm looking for trouble.
All right, man. Next item, man. I'm impressed. More reasons to be impressed, man. Deion Sanders is going to go join Jackson State, or has joined Jackson State as their new head football coach.
That's dope.
That's giving back, party people. That's
Yeah.
what that is right there. And he is going to attract some high school black players that will say, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to go play for this guy. And then maybe some other guys will come and join other teams at other schools and really bring some empowerment into the sporting level to sports at the college level for blacks, man. What y'all think about that?
Absolutely.
I think, it's a good deal. Prime time. These kids growing up, they didn't see him play. You know what I mean?
So they don't know who he is.
But what will help is he is super Christian, and he down south in the Bible Belt. So he gonna come in on that Shamana shit.
Wow.
And he gonna get all them kids to come to that school.
What play we gonna run? Wow.
Shamana. What you mean? He gonna be talking in tongues and shit on the side of the...
and saying Jesus is gonna bring us a victory.
We gonna run a sweep.
Yeah,
we gonna throw the ball.
We gonna do a Moses special.
Exactly.
We gonna part the defense.
yes, sir. He still wearing those old baggy ass preacher suits.
Corinthians up the middle.
Yeah. So that's what he gonna get him.
He gonna change the outfits. Go ahead.
I forgot Deion was kind of weird. Thanks for reminding me about that.
Yeah.
However, I do want to support the brother. I was a former athlete, and I got my uncle. You actually used to be the president of Alabama State in the '80s and the early '90s.
Okay.
And I got a lot of shit for not going to a black college. So here was my premise. I felt that I am black and I should be represented where I want to go because no matter how I behave or what girl I get or what car I drive, I'm still black and I'm representing us at the University of Michigan or at South Alabama or at X, Y, and Z. So if I could go back, I would probably take a deeper look at black colleges. I really would. And I would try to bring my friends along, my AAU teammates, and try to encourage to build that up because at the end of the day, to end this on that segment, a lot of the people I saw that were African American, black, or non-white, when they left the Michigan, even if they went pro, they didn't have the financial status and they didn't have the job stability and they didn't have the camaraderie like the white players did. Mm-hmm. That's just about I think if you go to a black college, it will give you a better opportunity to try to get together and network and build that financial wealth and build that community and know where you're coming from and still be able to work with whites, Asians, Jews, and other people like that. You get what I'm saying? But you had that same nest egg that they do over at Harvard.
Especially when it's us who's really making the sports pop. You know what I mean? It's not like, we're trying to compete in something that maybe this, is real diverse and all that. No, man. Basketball is us. Football is us. Yeah. Boxing is us. Yeah. Track is us. Yeah.
Why don't we separate? Why don't we start our own leagues? We do our own things. If we're the ones who's the biggest draw, we're the ones. Why are we only messing with them? Like, what is our attraction?
Well, that's what we're talking about.
It takes a couple. And I said this earlier. It takes at least a generation to happen, because in order to have your own league, you have to have your own lawyers, your own physical therapists, your own doctors, your own business people, especially your business class,
stadiums,
and so when it comes to our business class, black people. Since desegregation happened, we haven't developed our business class. Our business class has been individuals who sprouted up the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
But we've developed a whole labor class of football players and basketball players.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got parents. AAU season is gonna run you at least on low end $4,500 a season. You know, you got parents that can come up with that for 2 and 3 kids. $4,500 for each kid. Man, that's $16,000 to play basketball. Mm-hmm. But ask them to invest that same amount of money in boosting their education in a way. And when I say education, I don't mean go to college. I mean you got 12-year-olds right now making coin coding. You know what I mean? Because they're a supplemental Saturday class. Yeah. We don't develop none of that. So without that business class surrounding the athletes, we can't have our own league because all we're going to do is run to them to run the league, and they're going to end up, it'll be a blackface league, and then they'll end up putting that same janky shit right up under our necks because we don't see it happening.
Damn.
Man, that is such a great point. I remember the first time I went to BET for an audition, and I don't care. I got off the bus, walked in, and, there was somebody to greet me. But when we got upstairs,
same motherfucker in Barn, Colorado.
Everybody was white. They're like, Mr. Howard, would you like something to drink? I was like, what you doing here?
You're like, beer.
I'll buy Viacom.
I'll have a beer.
Like, where am I, in Colorado?
But, like, it's true what you said, though, because it was some school, don't quote me, but it was one of those SEC schools, and they were like, if there's no football season this year, the school stands to lose, like, $80 million just from football season.
Oh, just from
football season.
And they probably playing it low. Right there, because
that's definitely a low ball number.
Yeah. Because you think of them pulling in 100,000 people on a Saturday, 8 times a year,
sponsors,
and everything that come from that. Exactly, sponsorships, TV deals, paraphernalia. It goes on and on and on. And then the sports is what pulls everyone else to want to be interested in the school. So a dude might come and give $10 million to the biology department because he likes the sporting team. And they don't count that.
That is very true.
They don't count that as being a part of sports.
Yeah, and then you can say, okay, they're bragging, hey, these engineers came out of my school. Well, those engineers went to your school in the first place because they like the football team since they was 9.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Since they was 9, man. So it's way more to it than that, man.
Way more.
Football, at 90% of the schools that have football pays for all the other sports
Yes.
that they have. So when you got your little person that's in the canoe, on the canoe team and shit, and motherfuckers paying tennis and high diving and all that, man, football's paying for all of that
Black
shit.
labor, white wealth. That's
Man.
Title
Yeah,
IX. Title IX came in and said, okay, all that civil rights money, all that money, you got to put that shit on women's sports and handicap people and shit like that. You niggas can't keep all this goddamn money.
Well, we can keep it as long as we keep it at Morehouse, Howard, Spelman, Xavier, down the list, Prairie View, everybody else. All right, man, next item. Sorry I'm moving through so fast, y'all. I got so much to go through. All right. This is a trip right now. This is trending very heavily right now, is the city of Louisville. You want to know why?
Why?
Because the city of Louisville is bracing themselves for the worst. The people are waiting on a verdict on whether or not they are going to criminally try the police officers who killed Breonna Taylor, and they are supposed to be announcing this in the next coming days or so. So they are literally boarding up the city. Look at this, man. Ahead of time. Look at that.
That lets you know
Look.
what's about to happen.
Look at that. And if you're doing all that, man, ahead of time,
You know what's about to
you
happen.
already know the answer.
You know why they doing that? Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Elijah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Brown. Go ahead.
Now, so you know why they doing that, right?
Tell us why.
They staying on code.
Are they staying on code?
White supremacy is like, we don't give a fuck how much money this gonna cost the city. We need our enforcement arm to have carte blanche killing you niggas to keep you motherfuckers in fear.
That's a fact.
Anytime you niggas is not in fear, y'all rise up, and just when y'all doing, y'all just all you niggas minding your business takes over every goddamn thing. Because if you look at hip hop was just niggas minding their own goddamn business. Now rules the world.
Right.
So they gotta keep a neck, and they gotta keep us in fear of having a foot on our neck. So they're willing to go and pay whatever it costs. If it means boarding the city down, if it means paying $12 million to the family, they don't give a fuck. We gonna keep this system in place, Chuck.
I know they threw that $12 million out there like it was something,
Nigga,
man.
white
There you
supremacy
go.
costs.
There you go.
Threw that 12 mil tickets
How you
like
feel
it was
now?
nothing, without even an apology.
Before the trial ended.
And then
Yeah.
they're trying to.
Yeah,
then they're trying to
before.
use
Whoever does
500
that.
grand.
Oh, go
They're
ahead.
supposed to use 500. They're supposed to use 500 grand of it for police reform. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, so it wasn't even a
I
true
mean,
12?
Yeah, and
Let
police
'em
reform,
5.
and police reform just mean more money for police.
Let 'em 5.
You know,
We need 5 of that for us.
Right, and you know you got to pay your lawyer between 30% and 40%. I've been there before in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I remember I went to go pick up my check, and I'm skipping whippy doo dah. Man, we almost had a situation in that office. I said, man, hold on, y'all must have another Elijah Howard. 'Cause I can't get my check.
Oh, yeah. Your check is in check.
Why is my shit in 3 parts?
Nigga.
Yeah.
You done broke my shit down to a third. Who the other 2 niggas?
Hey, dog, man.
Where the other 2 Elijahs at?
Right.
Nigga?
Give me mine in dollars, nigga. I don't want no paper. Man, yeah, man, it's a trip, bro. I think that it's a trip how willing people are to overlook some of this stuff, man. Like you said, man, it's crystal clear. You start boarding up the city ahead of time, man. We already know what the verdict is, man. You're not gonna board up the city to be like, hey, we're gonna try these guys. Nobody even said convict them. It just said, can you at least investigate?
Hey.
Try the dudes in the court and then let the jury free them or not. You know?
That's like when we were asking for civil rights. Like, could you just at least treat us civilly?
Right.
Right.
Can we just?
Right.
Can it be civilized out here?
Right.
Do y'all have to savage beat us everywhere you see us?
Man, come on.
We
man.
want just civil rights, my nigga. We want to be able to sit down and not get spit on. Like, is that too much to ask for? Like, do you niggas got to bring out the water hose,
right?
And the dogs and the like? Could you
What
at
is
least
it with
be
the water,
civil?
man? They're trying to remind you of that boat ride, like doing sound effects and shit. Hilarious, man. Next item I want to talk about, bro.
Speak on it.
This has hit the fan in the last couple of days. There's a gentleman out here known as Vlad of Vlad TV. Do you guys know this guy?
Yes.
Does a lot of videos with the hip hop community, a lot of interviews, some stuff outside of hip hop, but mainly it's hip hop and it's black. 90% of the interviews are black youth, right? He has about 4 million subscribers on YouTube. Major channel.
Right.
A lot of people watch every day. Well, he's recently come under some fire because he threw some salt to Farrakhan. He misquoted him and tried to characterize him as being anti-Jewish and, hating on Jews because he himself is a Russian Jew.
Non-practicing.
A what? Right. And so now what's happening is that people are calling him out on it. Okay, you made a mistake. You mischaracterized him, and you admit to mischaracterizing him, but he refuses to apologize.
The white man.
Even worse, what makes it worse than apologizing? He's saying, okay, I'll apologize if Farrakhan comes on my show and gives me views.
Yeah.
Trying to strong arm the minister.
Right.
For an interview, bro, you're going to try to strong arm him?
Can I?
Go for it.
So last night I did a interview with this Barbershop Conversations.
Fred.
So I'm thinking I'm doing the interview about my career and, because he was talking about my radio career and all that. But then he asked me about Vlad. I have my thoughts about Vlad, too. And so I was saying, yeah, Vlad, he steps over, he steps out of bounds. And that he's a culture vulture, whatever. So next thing you know, I see my interview with this guy, and that's the headline.
Whoa, that
Vlad.
you called him a culture vulture?
Right.
He has a big channel. I listen to his channel a lot.
POTUS calls Vlad culture vulture. I'm like, oh, wow. What kind of...
He's using Vlad's tactics because people say Vlad does shit like that.
Trying to get them headlines.
Yeah.
Trying to get them SEO optimization going on.
We need a
You know
sound
what,
bite.
Using your name.
Vlad took my Cat Williams interview and put it on his channel and got millions of views. Like, he does shit like that.
Yeah.
See,
And then look, in this one, right? So let me tell you this. So he refused to apologize, right? And what his statement was to Lord Jamar, who is basically the first person that really kind of blew up on his channel that the black people really followed as being a part of the culture. He tells him that, hey, you know what? Guess what? My numbers are still good. This hasn't affected me at all, this Farrakhan thing. My numbers are still good. So Lord Jamar took offense to that. Says, you know what, man?
Okay.
I'm done with this channel, man. I'm not coming on anymore. Godfrey said the same thing. Mason said the same thing.
Royce the 5'9".
Royce the 5'9".
And Cam
Cam.
keeps making songs about the nigga.
Oh, yeah, and Cam is real serious about it. Exactly. So it's a trip. And now what they're saying, though, is, you know what, man? We've got to stay on code.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what they're saying.
Yes.
We've got to stay on code. When shit doesn't go right for anyone else, they all stick together and stay on code. We got to stay on code on
That's
this
right.
one.
And I said that
Yep.
people should not give him interviews. That's one way to shut him down, is not let him interview. I remember like years ago, the West Coast was against J. Rue the Damager because he dissed Sway. all the DJs on the West Coast stuck together and would not play any of J. Rue's music and his music until he apologized. And he had to apologize because no DJs on the radio. It was such a unity then.
And then it was too late though, because his album didn't do well. They didn't push no singles. He couldn't sell no shows. It was a wrap.
Like with this whole Vlad thing. Look, I actually unsubscribed from Vlad today.
Okay.
Because I listen to Vlad. And Vlad's somebody I've always been 50-50 split on. One thing I think that, you know, I valued him because he did interview people like John Witherspoon and, you know, different people who we don't interview. But my other issue with Vlad is Vlad shouldn't exist.
It's not we don't interview them. They don't give us the interview. They would go to Vlad before they would go to a black journalist because of Vlad's numbers.
That's true. But what I'm saying before. I'm going back before Vlad. Like Vlad, like it should have been like 10 to 15 of us just interviewing our friends because we are hip hop.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And if that happens and it's a bunch of people doing it, and they're not waiting for somebody to have a new project to drop to interview them.
Yeah.
And they go back and go select some old person just sitting around like Vlad does.
Yeah.
That's still interesting, but we ain't heard from him in 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He never had an environment where he could have existed. Now that's happened. We see the blueprint. We see what it is. I let him go. Because it's like, my thing is this. Whatever your viewpoints are on Louis Farrakhan, we all can agree that Farrakhan is hip hop. Farrakhan has settled so many hip hop beefs.
Yeah.
Farrakhan's done so much for peace within the hip hop community.
A lot of people.
And nationwide.
And nationwide. And
nationwide.
Vlad is a guest in the hip hop house. And he said that.
Yes.
We need to kick him the fuck out the crib.
Yeah, so Vlad, with you knowing what Farrakhan means to hip hop, for you to say I'm not going to apologize, that's basically saying you're showing how you respect the culture.
Yeah.
You
Fuck
can have
all
all
And look, I'm not going to apologize because it hasn't affected my dough yet.
No, the other thing is I haven't apologized because I'm a Russian Jew. And what do you think his people are going to think of him apologizing to Farrakhan?
Well, that's my thing. He's staying with the code. He's staying with their code.
He's staying on code with his people.
So that's what I want to talk about. Mellroz, do we have a code, and is it important to stick to it?
I think we do have a code, but oftentimes for monetary gain, niggas will violate the code. And that's been our problem as a people. We will violate the code for money and for numbers and for whatever these reasons are. It takes real bold individuals to say, I will walk away from the bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to stay solid.
Right.
Like being solid doesn't mean shit to a lot of people once you start talking about money. Like, okay, I might have to water the shit down a little bit. I might have to get some backlash because I want to feed my family. I gotta eat. Like all that dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have a code, but sticking to it hasn't been our strong point. And I respect Lord Jamar for being one of the people to step up and say, nigga, if I see you on Vlad, you're corny now, nigga.
Right.
That shit's corny. Any nigga fucking with him now is corny, and I'm calling you out on it. And he the type of nigga like, I will fight you, nigga.
Hell yeah.
I will fight you, bro.
Elijah, what about you? Is there a code?
There is a code. However, and what I do like to attest to what Mellroz said, there's too many people willing to just go way to the left, man, just for the bag. So, number one, if you talk about the bag, what's in the bag?
Right.
Like, what's in there? Like, what exactly are you getting that's going to have you be able to walk around with dignity? And then when you get caught on an interview like this, and you know, Dwann Brown asks you a question, and all of a sudden you can't answer it, like, what was the bag worth?
What was
so
it worth?
Again,
right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I think all of us got a shot in Hollywood. But again, like, there's certain things I won't do, and I think we do need to stay on code and stop antagonizing Tariq Nasheed, and stop antagonizing Dr. Anderson, Claude Anderson. Start listening to these people. Even if you don't understand, at least you heard it and you listening, and you want to get to another level of knowledge. so you feel better. It's called peace of mind. That's the bag you should be trying to pick up.
Hey, that's
You get what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
That's a real good point.
I like that.
I mean, because like
Yeah.
every day, man, I look in the mirror, man. Like, there's a lot of people who fucking hate me, but they don't want these problems because, like I think, like I said, if I come in the room and it's a problem, we gonna figure it out. I don't care who you are because I never woke up to give you a problem.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care about what another man does. Now we gonna work together. I want to focus on that. You get what I'm saying? I want to focus on getting our economics together, getting our opportunities together, opening a comedy club, opening another barbershop, opening up a reading institution, doing something positive instead of, always getting shut down and going for the bag and talking crazy on social media when you really ain't going to do nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna do jack.
So
Okay.
you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I definitely want to just put good energy on stuff. I might talk crazy sometimes, but I actually want to see human beings, especially black people, just do better. Yeah, I want us to do better, man, and just because I'm 43 years old, man. Like, I kind of get tired of us having to bow down to Jewish people and white people in general. It irritates the fuck out of me, man. I got a lot of white and Jewish friends. And like, it's a lot of people who I don't talk to no more because I was like, look, man, I'm not about to sit up here and let you feel good about you thinking that it's okay to have your foot on my neck. I can't
Hey.
do it. We're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
We're done.
How can you
We're
be?
done here.
Dwann, you.
Like, does a code exist? Yes. Do we live by it? No. We don't have a code of conduct. There's the one that we one thing I will say is as people we're developing one. Yeah. We're getting more on code than we have been because a code of conduct. We gotta break down like a code of conduct. Right. A code is something that that reinforces a system. A system is something that works every time you use it. A plumbing system, every time you turn the hot water on, hot water come out instead of cold water. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a system. And the code of conduct says, okay, if the hot water goes out, it teaches the plumber where to go, right? Specifically where to go to fix that problem. Yeah.
Right.
And so what happens is racially, we have a code of conduct when it comes to each other. We don't let other black people fuck with us. We don't let other black people steal from us.
Beat a nigga ass.
Yes, we don't.
I wish a nigga would.
Yeah, we like a poet has said they'll go to Vlad for free, but they don't come to the black person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have a code when white people come around. We have a code of conduct of speaking with some respect. We have a code of conduct of doing what the fuck they say to do.
Right.
We don't have a code of conduct of empowerment for self. That's what we don't have.
Right.
And the code is like to develop that code of conduct. We're developing it. I recommend people listen to and read Neely Fuller Jr. in his book, The United Compensatory Code Concept book, and it talks about developing a code for self-empowerment as a group that's going to work against other groups because other groups they have a code when it comes to how they deal with us. Definitely. They say the son,
and they
daughter.
follow it though too.
We don't
fuck
they
with
follow
them.
it every time. They say you can listen to their music, you can like their athletes, but don't bring one of them niggas home.
We don't fuck with them like that.
We don't go down to Crenshaw to spend money. They can come to our neighborhood to spend money, but we don't go to the black neighborhood to spend money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We don't hire them unless we ran out of people that we know. That or the government coming down on us say you need to bring one of them up in there.
Yeah.
So they have one, and that's something that we don't have, but we're developing it. I say if we keep going, like you don't develop it over one whole fell swoop. You do it in bits and pieces. And what Lord Jamar is doing is part of the piece to developing the code, and we're gonna make it and get it bigger if we keep doing it.
And I want to piggyback on this for just a second. Like, we can't hold niggas responsible for rules and regulations that you're ignorant to. So if there's a code, bro, like, it needs to be spelled out for people so that we could all get on board. But if I'm just assuming that you're going to get on a code that you don't know anything about, that's going to be a problem because I'm looking at you like you out of code, my nigga, and you like, nigga, what code are you talking about?
Yeah, what's the code?
What the fuck is it? What code, bro?
Niggas know the codes of the street because if it don't happen, they get fucked up. People be knowing the code. They just want to. We need niggas to enforce it the way we enforce our other bullshit.
Yeah, you know. I agree. I think niggas know the codes.
Niggas know it.
All the codes.
We know like street codes, but we don't know cultural empowerment codes.
No. Look, it's simple shit. Like, you know how to act in front of somebody's grandmother, right? Everybody know. You don't be coming up in somebody's grandmother talking
Fuck you,
shit.
motherfucker.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's a switch that goes off immediately.
Right.
You know that code, right? Some of the codes, man, we just abandoned. Like they don't mean nothing no more, man.
And
Because
nobody enforcing
they
them.
have not been passed down. Like certain things come from generational situation. Like I watch niggas put the beer behind their back as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody older coming to buy, you hide the liquor, you put the weed down. But when you grow up watching motherfuckers smoke around mama, like what respect do I have for the elders that come around? I'm blowing, I'm smoking, I'm drinking. I had a conversation. Me and my son had a conversation about a kid walking through the barbershop with a drink. I'm like, bro, you can't do that. You young. Get out of here with that. You don't know what that man been through. I don't give a fuck what he been through.
Right.
Nigga, it's adults in here. It's a kid party. You're not allowed to do that. I don't care what he... I'm telling you right now...
What does that have to do with
They ain't
anything?
goddamn do with shit.
But that's what I'm saying. You got people who don't understand regular shit that we think is automatic. He
Right.
was out of code.
He was
Why?
out of code.
I'll tell you why. Because he still understands it. He just doesn't have respect for it.
But-
Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the why. Because if a white person come in the room, he gonna automatically raise his voice. The motherfucker gonna act. When white people come in the room, you see niggas straighten up
All the time.
all the time. So and you don't see that. Black parents don't even have to pass that down. It's just like niggas know when they come up in the room to straighten the fuck up.
Like Mellroz say, niggas be getting quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
quiet.
elevator, like, nigga, we was just talking
Quiet.
bullshit. Now a regular white nigga come into the room.
Yeah, the difference is that little man knew the code. He just don't respect himself, and he don't respect people who look like him. He know what the fuck it is. He
Yeah.
just don't have respect for it.
That's right.
The point I was trying to make, the next time he came, he was different walking through the room. He acknowledged, like, you know, his whole code of conduct was different because I checked him
You
on
took
it.
the time.
You
checked him.
enforced it.
I
Yeah,
enforced
you
the
enforced
code.
the
Like,
code.
and sometimes we gotta assume that, nigga, you don't know. I can't fucking hold you accountable for something that you were never taught, because a lot of people have not been taught correctly. We got a lot of OGs letting shit slide for no reason.
You right. I'm gonna say one more thing about code. You know why white people know the code so well? It's because it's enforced by other white people. They don't wait on a president or somebody else to enforce it.
They
I'm gonna
make
show you-
it law.
They not only they make it law, they enforce code. If they see there was a picture in Florida back in June when all these riots was going on in the conservative town of Florida. You had this one white couple that had a Black Lives Matter sign, and you saw white people, every other car stopping and honking. What the fuck are you supporting them niggers for?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw a white person after white person looking at them like, look, motherfucker, you off code. If you look at them when they all that
That's what
shit,
the Karens are, bro.
That's what they enforce the code themselves.
Yeah. The Karens, they're written into the code, man. You gotta step up and say some shit. And they pass that to the ladies to do that, man. And they feel empowered and shit. But that's in the code.
Dare you to touch a Karen. We
Man.
dare you.
Okay, look, last thing I wanted to talk about, man. We got these last little 3 minutes, y'all. There was a shooting in Compton. That shit happened last week where cops were shot in broad daylight. You guys all seen the video? Yeah. Seen the footage, right?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, allegedly. Man, it was real fishy, man. I just wanted to throw that on the table because the way I looked at it is this little dude or lady, girlfriend, boy, whoever it was, we can't see, literally comes and shoots 2 cops, point blank range, on camera, and runs out on a busy street in Long Beach where there's other cameras at every business, every corner, every
With a
stoplight.
wobble.
And they never put the pieces together and followed this dude, man. It seemed like it's almost like they're not trying to catch him, man. I don't know.
I was like, you know some shit when you have 2 cops get shot and there's no major dragnet that sit out there. Look, I know some police officers. What I can say, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
But what I cannot confirm or deny is they found that motherfucker last Tuesday. And what I cannot confirm or deny is they took care of it the way they take care of it.
Really?
And what I cannot confirm or deny is it had ties to the Mexican mafia. It wasn't a black person. Even though they try to
Man,
do that.
come on.
I can't confirm or deny that. That's just
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's just what the LA streets is saying.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's rough. I don't know, Mellroz, your thoughts on it? Nothing to say?
There's a lot to say, and a lot of times, you know, I think Malcolm X put it best. Like at some point, chickens will come home to roost,
I know
and
that's right.
you can't think that people are going to sit around and let you bully them and kill them without repercussion. You know, I hate the fact that quote unquote innocent people were hurt, but at the same time, you can't fucking go around killing people and think at some point somebody's going to start shooting at you. And if
Right.
people all over the world took on that philosophy, I think things would change.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if officers were not allowed to sit in their car and have lunch without the nigga coming up and gunning at them,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Then they would
Would
fucking
say-
treat people differently on a regular traffic stop.
That's
I'm
right.
not gonna fucking pull my gun out and blast in your car if I don't want a nigga coming up to my car
Right.
blasting on me.
In my car.
That's
What
a
you
good
say,
point.
Elijah? What you say? I'm with you
Well,
though, Mellroz.
Yeah, I'm not an LA guy, man, and I know it's a lot of stuff going on out there. So I just try to just keep my stuff out the
Where
out
you
of harm's
where you
way.
from, right
However,
quick? Where you from?
I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama, but I came to
Mobile.
LA from Detroit.
Oh, from Detroit?
So
Detroit?
So you know what up, though. So with that being said, the policeman had just been a thorn in our ass, especially recently, man. And it's just I know y'all feel this energy, man. It's just starting to bother me a lot, man. Even for the cops that I know, and we be going back and forth on Facebook, and I get these inboxes and all this stuff, man. But I mean, like when is this gonna stop? And like Mellroz said, like you mean to tell me? I mean, when you're dealing with the Mexican mafia, that's something that's way over my head.
Right.
They be on some different shit. I mean, hits from jail. I mean, come on, man. And if I remember, if we're taxpayers, we're paying for this fucking shit.
Hey,
So at
that's a
the end
good
of the day,
point.
man,
Good point.
I mean, we're paying for this shit. We're playing for a goddamn video game that we can never win. Who the fuck would put quarters in that machine?
Yeah.
You can't win. Like, why you keep playing, dog?
Yeah.
So again, you know, I mean, we need to do something about these cops. I don't care what it is. I'm with Mellroz. Like Malcolm X is trying to tell us, and the great Neely Fuller tried to tell us, and Tariq Nasheed, like Brother Brown is trying to tell us, but it's still chicken pecking Tom Negroes. Like, well, all cops aren't bad. He's like, what are you talking
You said
about?
chicken
we need
pecking?
to figure out. I mean,
Jive circuit tucking motherfuckers.
Yeah, doing like
I mean,
this.
for you to have that rationale is insane. Like, even if I was white and I did well and I had a white wife and I had everything going well for me and this didn't bother me, I would, you know, you ever been on the plane and you thought the motherfucker was gonna crash? You ever know when something really wrong and when white folks start reading their newspaper? If I was white, I would start reading my newspaper. Like, man, what is going on here?
Right.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, we are human beings, and y'all got kids, and people got kids, and this is just too much. There's no excuses. I'll end it on that. We can't have any excuses. There's something that needs to be done. And if LAPD officers need to get shot, then, hey, man, you know what? You might want to eat lunch, at the station or something like that.
Yeah,
Because that's what we got to do.
There's a lot of times we
Look,
have.
they seem like they was on break that they wasn't even supposed to be on. Like,
I mean, we
ditching.
have watched
Yeah,
a
ditching.
lot of people
Yeah.
get shot and killed, and everybody had to say, "Why did you shoot him?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had to say, "I don't give a fuck how privileged you are or whatever the case is," but just watching the tape, you could look back and say, why did you have to pull out your fucking gun?
Mm-hmm.
Why was that your first move to pull out your gun and shoot this man for no reason and kill him in front of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Well, look, y'all, guys, that's our time for the day, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I know, man. I know. That's what we do.
Funny.
So I want to say, Elijah, thanks for calling in, man. Where can the people find you?
Hey, man, thank you for having me, man. They can find me on Instagram at Elijah Howard Comedy and on Twitter at Elijah Howard, or they can just find me. I'll be somewhere.
Colorado. Look at it.
Yeah, Colorado
look at
bars.
the bar.
Somewhere.
He's the guy with the broken beer bottle standing against the wall saying, "Come on, motherfucker."
Instagram at DwanB, hotepish.com. We shall be doing shit all throughout the week on that channel and on that website and get some t-shirts and shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Melly Mel.
At Mellroz, Mellroz. And, of course, you can visit Black Hollywood, 8930 Southwestern, man. We're cutting, we're doing podcasts, and we're selling clothes. Come stop through and support.
Support, man. All right, man. I'm King Mike Boogie, man. Follow me on everything. And party people, we are out of here.
Party people.
Party people.
Oh, man, I love that loveliness right there.